Hey friends, Powwow Guy World Phoenix here. Hope you're all doing well. It is Saturday, September something, 7th. We're in the building moon, the waxing moon. I'm sorry, I say building moon, but it's waxing moon. Um, it's in the sign of Leo, and my sun sign is Leo. So the moon in Leo, for me at least, or if your sun sign is in Leo, whatever sign your sun sign is, I'm sorry, I'm babbling. Whatever sign your sun sign is, when the moon is building in that sign, you might feel a better sense of self-pride, a better sense of like purpose for yourself, and feel more confident in what you're doing. And that's definitely true for me. The moon is building in Leo, and I have been feeling very good these past 2 days. Now, something kind of magical happens when you're in your 50s. And I'm just starting to like come into my own as somebody in their 50s. Like, you really don't care what people think of you anymore. I know it's so weird. It's like you're not, well, at least for me, I don't care what people think of me. If somebody has bad thoughts about me anymore, that's on them. I don't care. But also I'm not willing to put up with any crap anymore. And you can imagine, like, I grew up in the 80s as a gay kid, and I put up with a lot of crap. I let people just beat me up. I never fought back, nothing. All through the 90s, when the world was kind of starting to change, people resisted that change, and I got called a lot of horrible things. I got fired from the job for being gay once, and it was allowed at the time. So, and we've seen a lot of progress and change in the world. So now I'm in my 50s, and anybody who still clings to those ideas anymore, I'm not putting up with their crap anymore. I defended, it felt good. I had to defend my son because we have people in our neighborhood who are constantly on my son because he's the only person of color in the neighborhood. Um, or at least he was the only kid of color. We have a few more now, which is nice. We're getting more diversity here. But these older people were just constantly harassing him. And, you can only do so much. Like I complained to them, I called the police, for over 2 years. It's been ongoing and ongoing and ongoing. And finally I went down and I just kind of handled it myself. And it felt really good to like let somebody know, you know what? You're not going to screw with me or my family anymore because I'm not going to take it. And that felt very good to me. But I think it was important for my son to see that, his dad loves him and he's going to protect him. That's all I'm going to say about that. If anything comes out of it, you'll see it in the paper. But no, all jokes aside, it just feels good to like come into your own power. And as you get older, that's like a thing, especially for people who did not feel empowered when we were younger. Wait until you get in your 50s and then vote for it. Anyway, in other stuff, Powwow stuff, I was gifted a book. Like some around people like gift me things. It was very nice. I really appreciate it. So I got this book, the complete book of ceremonial magic. I've always been fascinated by ceremonial magic. I always loved the idea of it. And, with my history of being part of like a Wicca, a sort of pseudo Wicca witchcraft tradition, ceremonial magic was a very big part of it. And so I've incorporated some of those elements into my powwow work, mostly into like my anti-hex work, my hexameister work. It's not been a huge part of what I do, but it's always been there sort of on the periphery. But this book seems pretty interesting. It really goes into like the Kabbalah and such with. And so I'm looking forward I'm looking forward to diving kind of into it, and seeing what can I incorporate. Like, I like the idea of ceremonial magic because I no longer attend a church. And so this gives me that kind of ritualistic stuff that I've always craved about church. I mean, I love religion. No matter what it is, I love religions, and I love the idea of having like ritualistic things or like certain prayers or certain ritualistic actions and such. And so, the ceremonial magic is kind of based on Golden Dawn and such, which has influenced a lot of Western magical traditions and such with. So there's a lot of Judeo-Christian history to it. So I don't feel wrong in doing like picking up some ceremonial magic practices. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. So this book, again, I just like I'm on page like 12 or something. Not far into it, just started it. So I can't say if this is a great book or not. However, what I'm working on right now. Also in the garden tomorrow, I'm going out to the vegetable garden, and it's time to pretty much chop down everything. We do still have a few tomatoes coming in and green peppers. Everything else is done. So I have to do that. We had some rain today, which was really nice. And I was kind of hoping it would rain all day. I just was in the mood for a rainy day. But stopped around 1:30. And then in September, as is like the norm here in Pennsylvania, the day was nice and cool. It was in the 60s, and then it was raining, and it just felt amazing. You know, I was doing laundry and such, and it just felt really good to like have this rain and this cool weather, and I had a sweatshirt on and such. And then the rain stopped around 1:30, and by 3 o'clock, it was blazing hot. Like that kind of kills the mood, but still I went down. I went down to the basement. I pulled up all of my Halloween decorations. I brought them up. I have a lot of like Halloween throw pillows that I sit around in the TV room on the couches and such. Well, couch, we have one couch and chairs and such with, but they're kind of musty from being down there, so I'm gonna have them laundered. But yeah, pretty excited. So tomorrow, Chisani and I are gonna work outside. We're gonna cut the grass really good, clean things up, and then I'm gonna put the outside lights on and such. Just nice having a sleepover tonight with two of his friends. So we had like three 13-year-old boys in the house. Dogs will be barking, it'll be kids. But there you go. So anyway, yeah. So in the Powwow world, everything's good. You know, it's fall. It's time to clean up that stuff. It's time to cut back the plants and everything. Get your garden and your yard and such prepared for winter. For a lot of us, that means adding an extra layer of mulch. The like the bugs and animals really like that because they have something to burrow underneath. Put your patio furniture in the garage if you have any out. Just really kind of like batten down the hatches. I'm very much in the mood for Halloween right now. I reached out to a lot of my powwow friends. It's time to start working on our annual Halloween spooktacular video. Might just be me doing it, might be me with some other people. We'll see what the response is. But that's really all. So I hope you're having a nice weekend. I hope the weather's nice where you are. It is meteorological fall. That begins on September 1st. I know it's not technically fall until like the 20th or 21st of September, but yeah, I'm already seeing the changes. I'm seeing the leaves starting to die off or turn red or whatever. So here we go. It's a wonderful time of year. Love it. Looking forward to Halloween. Yeah. So anyway, the videos coming up in the next like 2 months or so should be more interesting because you know we're just in that cool sort of magical witchy Halloween time of year. But that's all I have for tonight. I hope you're all doing well. Have a great weekend. God bless you guys. Love you, and we will talk again soon.